Okay, there's two reasons I decided to make this video. One, it's because it's been a while since I made a list on my channel. And number two, people talk about how John Cena, and by the way, I don't like John Cena at all if you're just watching this video to watch this video and not one of my subscribers. But people say John Cena has absolutely no talent whatsoever. And as much as I love to agree, it's not necessarily true. But I'm going to do a 10 best Cena matches of all time. And then I'm going to do a top 10 worst Cena matches all time. Not in the same video though. This video will be the top 10 best. But imagine if you're watching this, 9 times out of 10, my top 10 worst will also be up. So if you'd rather watch that, go ahead. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead. So let's just go ahead and get this show on the road. Number 10, Cena vs. Orton Bragging Rights 2009, the Iron Man match. It's not really the match itself that was really good, it's just what it meant. It was the cap off of that kind of horrendous feud in 2009. Again, an Iron Man match, I don't want to say it's impossible to have a bad Iron Man match, but if you pick at least two guys who have good chemistry and can pull a good match, it's not really that bad. Plus the pyro was memorable. And this also looked like during the match that people like Kofi Kingston, Ted DiBiase Jr., Cody Rhodes, etc., people like that were getting involved. So it looked like it would also be the benefit of many new stars coming into the WWE. Hold on, man. This ran real fast. Thank you. And I'm just gonna, well, yeah, but it looked like it's gonna be more beneficial going into 2010. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Number 9, Cena vs. Rob Van Dam in 2006. ECW One Night Stand. The memorable thing about this was Cena literally got booed the fuck out. Fuck you, Cena. All this shit just booing Cena to hell. The match itself was actually pretty good. The build to it was really good. 2006 and that summer of ECW, my god. In my lifetime, and by my lifetime I mean my lifetime as a wrestling fan, full time, always watching it, always being interested in it, I think this is the last time I was really into wrestling, that ECW revival. Because for a while there, it looked like they're actually going to be really do something good with ECW, and then they just turned to all the trash day by day, night by night. Oh well. But Cena vs. RVD 2006 ECW One Night Stand match you should check out, no doubt. Number 8. This match gets a lot of shit. John Cena vs. Triple H 2006 WrestleMania 22. For match quality, the match is about an average Triple H/John Cena match. But this is really where I could solidify Cena as a WWE Champion and a main eventer. Yeah, he had victories over guys like Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho and JBL at many pay-per-views and at Best SummerSlam and Survivor Series, but he never really had that moment besides JBL, which he won the belt, not defended it, at WrestleMania. So this is him defending the belt against Triple H, easily the most, I don't want to say face of the company, but that guy, especially in 2003 to 2005, he was that guy. So that's what made him being Triple H in 2006 at WrestleMania so important. It's just, yeah, this list isn't really match quality wise, it's build wise, meaning wise, and match quality, whatever. Oh, and pay-per-view. If it's at a Raw or something, yeah, it's a little different, even though, hint hint, my number 1 was on Raw, but still. Okay, number 7. This match never gets talked about. John Cena vs. Undertaker 2003 Vengeance. The match itself was actually really good. John Cena was showing that he could kind of work in the ring for what it's worth. Taker did a hell of a job making Cena look good. This was during his badass gimmick, by the way. You probably knew that from 2003, but just in case. And I actually thought Cena was going to win this match for a minute when he hit the FU on Taker. So I was actually shocked at the match. Almost surprised me. But Undertaker got away with the win, which at this early in John Cena's career was the right decision. So John Cena versus Undertaker 2003 Vengeance, another match you should check out if you've never seen it. Number 6, John Cena versus JBL at the 2009 Royal Rumble. This was also the time where JBL was doing that fired angle with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels practically being his slave, his worker. You have to do this. I honestly thought that JBL might have one more WWE Championship run here in 2009, but of course then internet rumors started spreading that JBL was going to retire from wrestling soon, at that WrestleMania actually. So, whatever. I enjoyed the match itself, was actually very good. I didn't know what was going to happen with Shawn Michaels, super kicking both of them in the middle of the match. But I enjoyed the match, I enjoyed the build to the match, and I actually thought John Cena, for what it's worth, looked pretty good in this. Number 5, speaking of Shawn Michaels, Cena versus Shawn Michaels 2007 WrestleMania 23. Match quality wise, no duh, it's got Shawn Michaels in it. It's a pretty good match. The build to it was pretty good for what it was worth. You know, they had the tag team belts for a while, but whatever. I thought the match was very, very good. And what's really there to say? Cena got booed just like at WrestleMania 22. Meh, whatever. Good match. Number 4, no surprise here. Probably lower than a lot of you guys would rate it, but if you see the top 3 that I'm going to name off, you might agree with me. John Cena versus CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011. It was just this year, if you forgot, well, last year. If you forgot already, I'm sorry, you're kind of a dumbass, but the build to it was really good. This was also around the time that CM Punk cut that work shoot promo. Match quality wise, there's a reason this probably gets over more than it should. And the finish was pretty surprising as Punk walked away with the belt. But the sad thing is, when Punk walked away with the belt, you knew he was still with the company. Number 3, John Cena versus Edge 2006 Unforgiven in a TLC match. Match quality, very good. These two were feuding practically all of 2006. Honestly, the feud between John Cena and Edge in 2006 and 2007, it's very underrated. Very underrated. It's the last time I saw WWE built a long feud over time, kind of like they did with Hogan and Andre or Austin and Rock. They took little breaks, little breathers in 2006, you know, kind of like that. And when they finally went to Edge, kind of get back in, they mixed it with Cena, RVD, and Edge, having that triple threat Raw that some of you might remember. That's the last long-term built feud I remember WWE having. Nowadays, when you have a feud, it's this pay-per-view, this pay-per-view, this pay-per-view, this pay-per-view. I miss feuds like this that were actually built over time, and they didn't necessarily have to fight each other every single pay-per-view. So, Cena vs. Edge 06 Unforgiven TLC. Check it out. Good match. Number 2, definitely an underrated match in my book, John Cena versus Umaga at the 2007 Royal Rumble in a last man standing match. Most memorable moments of this match was when Cena got the ropes from the turnbuckles and started choking him out with the STF. That was a very memorable ending with Umaga not tapping out or anything. He just going, wow, I don't know what to say. You gotta watch this match. If any match on this list, besides the number 1, of course, you've gotta watch this match. It was one of the few times I think Cena didn't get a whole lot of boos, mostly because Umaga wasn't like a HBK or Taker, why not, or Shawn Michaels. He was just that typical heel Samoan that nobody really liked, even though I personally liked Umaga. Not during his time. I underrated Umaga. He was a very good heel. But wow, this proved Cena's toughness, if anything, but it was a very good match. Give Umaga credit, even though Cena carried the match, Umaga looked good, Cena looked good. I love this match. And number 1, of course, is the Raw 2007 that took place in London, John Cena versus HBK. The match was better than the WrestleMania match, and this is where John Cena proved he could work a long match other than bragging rights. This match went 54 minutes long. That's like half of the fucking Raw time slot. Funny thing was, I don't know, there's probably a storyline, but they're like talking about, oh, we were going to have Edge vs. Randy Orton as the main event, but that'll have to begin next Raw since this match is taking so long. And all the commentators were like, holy crap, this is a great match. It was a really good match. It wasn't one of those matches where you got, oh my god, end. It was a very, very good match, and I think the best part about it was HBK went away with the victory. If Cena would have beat HBK at WrestleMania and Raw 2 weeks later, I would have fucking rioted. I love this match, and you probably should. I'm not going to upload today. This is January 18th. As you might know, I believe it's called... Fuck, I forgot the name of it already. But pretty much they're trying to pass a law about internet, pretty much controlling the internet. So as a respect to that, I'm not going to open it. And no, I don't want the internet controlled. That'd be going against pretty much freedom of speech that we have in the U.S. So whatever. Hopefully that bill doesn't get passed, because that'd be stupid and going against everything America represents. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Talk to y'all later. Check out top 10 worst Cena matches. This is going to be fun. Talk to y'all later.